Breaking taboos, breaking the mould, and, well, just breaking now on BBC Two, putting women in the driving seat at Muslim driving school.
There is a quiet revolution taking place in Britain today. In the old mill towns in the north of England, there's the sound of the revving engines of change.
Oh, come on, today would be nice.
Increasing numbers of women from traditional Muslim communities have been seizing the steering wheel, grasping the opportunities their mothers never had.
As a young 18-year-old, I promised myself whatever I wasn't allowed to do, I would let my children do. And I think I've kept my promise to myself, to that young girl.
Making huge strides forward, one small step at a time.
That's good.
I did it.
Tonight, Samia has to pass her test in time for her best friend's wedding.
I really need a car. By her wedding at least. My uncle, he keeps saying to me, no, we're going to get you, your first car budget is £300. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, nothing underneath £2,000.
Burnley's first Asian woman driving instructor, Zahida, is hoping to add another successful driver to her list.
This is Zahida's past list, so we've gone up to 257.
Slip it into one, slip it into one, slip it into one.
Grandmother Taslima is juggling driving lessons, the builders, and arranging a visit from her mum, the first in 45 years.
Where are you, Mum? I love you. I miss you. I hope you got visa.
As we take to the road with Muslim driving school. For most people, learning to drive is a key rite of passage. Every year, 6.5 million of us struggle to memorise the highway code and learn clutch control.
It's not very good.
But learning to drive demands concentration. An 18-year-old Bradford girl, Samia, has other things on her mind.
Oh, that Bentley's sexy.
She's been learning to drive for over a year with her long-suffering instructor, Yaqub.
Both hands on the steering.
Oops.
And keeping alert would be useful.
Oops. That woke me up, didn't it? I'm a bit of a party animal, I can say. I just want to have my own car and go on for long drives and rave music. That was very easy, wasn't it? It's just the freedom of just getting somewhere where you want to go without having to beg for a lift or wait for someone.
Very steady, slow, cover the brake.
She's a challenging student for Yaqub.
She's quite a forward sort of person, and I do enjoy her lessons because some people are just boring. They listen to what you say and then they'll do it, but she does actually talk, but she talks a bit too much at times, basically.
Samia's Pakistani-born father has strong views on how women should behave.
My father thinks women shouldn't be on the road. They can't drive. And I think women need to stick together and say, look, we can do the same thing what you can do, definitely.
Street sign, yeah?
But if she's to prove her father wrong, Samia's driving is going to have to improve dramatically. As more Muslim women learn to drive, the demand for female instructors has increased.
Stop. Good grief, that was excellent.
And Zahida Qureshi blazed a pioneering trail in Burnley.
If it's safe to do so,
18 years ago, she became the first female Muslim driving instructor in the town.
Some people think, oh, it's called a three-point turn, so I've got to do it in three, I've got to do it. But you don't have to do it in three. It's actually called a turning in the road. So you can do it in more than three.
And she's still surprised by how little freedom her all-female students often have.
The phone will go and I'll pick up, is Mrs. Qureshi there? Yes, I'm speaking. I need lessons for my wife. And they take complete charge of their wife's tuition. And I feel like saying to them, you know, is your wife dumb? Doesn't she have a tongue? Can't she speak for herself?
What do you think?
No, don't think.
It used to irritate me when I first started. I'm thinking, well, she's learning to drive. Why is he in charge?
Now, you have to think this through yourself.
Learning to drive means being assertive and decisive, which doesn't always come naturally to Zahida's pupils.
When they come to a junction, they look at me, and even if it's clear, they look at me and it's just, shall I go? And you say, if it's clear, go. If it's not, wait. But they want me to verify that they can go. And it's their decision, but they don't like taking that decision. And I think that's because they don't take it in their lives as well.
Oh, it's mosque day today. We're never going to find anywhere to park today.
One of her pupils is 18-year-old Tasmia Chowdhury. Tasmia came to England from Pakistan 4 years ago, and she's seizing the opportunities in her new life here.
Stop.
I never used to think women can drive, to be honest with you, because they never used to go out, never used to work.
Tasmia's test is just 3 weeks away.
Please, safe place. Mira?
And passing will open up new horizons.
It's freedom for them, just to enjoy their lives and not to rely on other people all of the time.
But Tasmia's still making too many mistakes, and Zahida's got a lot of work to do.
Slip into one. It's sharper than it looks.
58-year-old grandmother Taslima has been learning to drive for 4 months.
She never ever thought about driving a car. But she had a problem with the car control. She don't remember which pedal is which pedal.
Brake. I try my best to not to confuse, but the time comes that I confuse.
Taslima has been struggling with the basics on a local industrial estate.
Girls, second gear.
She urgently needs to learn to drive to help her husband, who has become ill with diabetes. And now she's got the builders in.
New bath, new tiling, and new mirror. Nice mirror, brother. And when you
Ramadan is a few weeks away. Never one to do things by halves, she wants to redecorate the whole house in time for the month of fasting.
My room all in the mess.
It's taken 17 lessons, but Taslima's finally made it onto Bradford's main roads.
Slightly late steering.
Her reluctance to exceed 15 miles an hour
There's no problem now, yeah?
is trying even Ali's patience.
The look mirror too long.
Okay.
The look mirror?
Too long.
Like, look at me. I said, look the mirror, you see it like this?
Yes.
No, then you don't know where it's car.
Taslima still has a lot to learn about driving.
Look there, you're not looking there. Where is car going there? Yeah.
Gear 3 and 4 and reversing and lots of things to do yet. Lots of things to do. Trying my best. I'll be a driver. I'll be a driver one day.
Stop. Well done.
Zahida was just 2 when her large family came over from Pakistan in 1963 so that her dad could work in Bradford's mills.
Proper big family, look at that, that's all of us.
At the time, they were one of only 3 Pakistani families living in the area, and were all squeezed into a single one up, one down. Coming to England was a shock to her mum's system.
Too much snow and too much foggy.
Dark.
No dog, very, very dark.
Yeah,
no
definitely.
Asian shop.
Oh, yeah.
No fruit, no vegetable, no everything. The freezer, no sateen.
Oh,
Just tin veg.
Tin veg, yeah. All English shop, no Asian clothes shop, nothing, no jewelry shop, nothing.
Zahida just wanted to do what the English girls around her were doing, but her father was horrified.
So when I wanted to learn to drive, my dad went ballistic. What do you want to learn to drive for? I said, I just do want to learn to drive. And he goes, well, I'm here, your brother's here, we'll take you everywhere you want to go. And in the end, after about, a few months of nagging, he finally gave in and booked my first lesson for me, but he chose the instructor. And I said to my dad, Sunday, please take me out, Dad. We have no L plates, beta. No worries, Dad, I've got red felt tip, white paper. I'd made my own L plates. And then he'd say to me, keep to the left. They used to make me drive in the gutter. Dad, no, keep to the left, beta. L mean left. I said, no, Dad, L doesn't mean left, L means learner. L mean left. Oh, he's lovely, my dad.
Oh my God, weather is horrendous, buddy.
Zahida turned her driving passion into her profession, joined by her husband Khalid. Over the past 17 years, they've got more than 600 learners through their tests, with him teaching the men and her the women.
This is Zahida's pass list. So we've gone up to 257. When we got married, long time ago, I did ask her, does she want to work of her own choice?
Look how wide your turn was there.
My principles are that if she wants to work, then she's welcome to work. I'm not in a position to stop her, as long as she enjoys it.
No, young lady, no. No, Tasmia.
Miss, I thought...
No, handbrake.
Zahida and her husband have been married for 29 years.
We both supported and helped each other to achieve whatever we wanted to achieve.
Well done there. In Islam, it is encouraged for women, if they choose to work in roles that would help other women. It's a very patriarchal culture, though. The Pakistani culture, the Asian culture, is very patriarchal. Unless you are encouraged by your fathers or your husbands, then you struggle, and it's an uphill battle all the way for women. But I was very lucky in that my husband was supportive.
But today, with only 2 weeks until her test, it's her pupil Tasmia who needs the support.
But 2 serious faults today. That's too many, Tasmia, isn't it, really? You're not even allowed one. But you get good drivers, you get bad drivers, and then you get learner drivers.
Are you alright, brother? Naughty? Shall I give you some juice?
Yes.
Okay. We did all these walls like plasters again. It was before the paper on there.
Off the road, Taslima can be sure she's in control of one thing, knocking the builders into shape.
This old plaster, all the new plaster. Everywhere is a new plaster. And I just made the new bathroom. Everything new. I put 3,200 pounds on this bathroom. And this is like a mirror. And I just hide it from my grandchildren, this stripe, because they're gonna pull off for me. Yes. Yes.
But today she's facing a new challenge. In her 20th driving lesson, it's roundabouts.
We need to keep in this corner. That's the roundabout. One car is coming, see where it's going. It's coming over way, yeah? Clutch it down. Little left steady. Left clutch up slowly. Look on the right again. Look in the way you're going. Turn straight. Back to right. Into gear 1. Wing carrying moving is okay. I think the car waiting for us. No. Look. No. Okay, clutch up slowly. Starting right, steady, slowly. That's okay. No more steady. Straight. You think can we go now? Yes. A little bit left steady. Right, more. Right. Clutch down, brake. Well, let's stop in this car. Okay, clutch up slowly. Look on the right side. If the vehicle still wait, keep moving on. Still waiting, keep going on. That's good, keep going on. That's good, keep going on.
After 4 attempts, she's finally cracked it.
So how do you feel today then?
Oh, I feel nice.
Tell me honestly.
Honestly, I will feel great. I did very well.
Having managed to master the local roundabouts, Taslima invites Ali for a home-cooked meal to celebrate.
Cup of tea as well.
You know, when the first lesson she did, she is really interested to learn drive, but she was slow. I thought she is slow in everything, but when I saw her coordination in kitchen, so quick, because she used to it. Same thing one day when she got used to with driving, she will do same way. Okay. She'll be talking, laughing and driving, there's no problem.
So do you think she's actually going to be able to pass now, do you?
Yeah, of course.
You do?
We're not working without passing. She's going to pass, she's going to drive car by herself. She's going to take you everywhere, wherever you want.
Happy, yes. Thank you for hearing from my mouth. I'm very happy here.
After 50 lessons, Samia's still more interested in what's going on outside the car.
Oh my God! Did you see that? It was a guy weeing in the car. He was weeing. I saw his wee as well.
Samia's problem is that she's already acting like a qualified driver.
Watching your speed, Samia, remember the maximum speed is?
30.
He's off the gas and he's still going too fast.
I like speed. He calls me gas crazy.
Speed, Samia, watch your speed. Slowly creeping over, you've got to be 30.
Teaching Samia is hard work for her instructor Yaqub, even after 18 months.
Definitely, like she said, she goes, I treat you like a bigger brother. She's always asking for advice and things like that sometimes. You do get people, once they open up to you, confiding in things and basically wanting advice and things like that. Psychiatrist. Yeah, that's part and parcel of the job, basically.
Samia lives in Bradford with her mum. Her parents separated when she was a baby. She's been through more than the average 18-year-old. Two years ago, she left school before taking her GCSEs and went to Pakistan with her family.
This is my ex-marriage's wedding movie. That's me with loads of makeup on. I had to do a lot of posing for it. Found it very hard because I wasn't much keen on the posing part. It was too much makeup. Clothes were very heavy. I think the scarf only weighed about a good 5 kilos, definitely.
Getting married hadn't been part of her travel plans.
I got married at a really young age, which didn't work out, and
Did you want to get married?
No, I didn't. Obviously, it was my younger cousin. She was going to marry his younger brother, and I didn't want it to be a thing where my cousin's life would be getting messed up because of my sake. That obviously I didn't do it, and now she can't do it because she was really happy with the marriage. And at that time, I thought to myself, close my eyes and go ahead with it. In the beginning, everybody is really nice to you because they realise this girl's going to take my son to England. And it was, I think, not being very domesticated, but I tried everything to make my marriage work. I used to get up in the morning, cook, clean, iron clothes. I used to stand in the kitchen and make chapatis. And I used to think to myself, what have I brought myself into? Who am I doing this for? Is because I'm not happy with it.
After 4 months, Samia came back to Bradford and got her first job as a secretary. The plan was to earn the money so that her new husband could come over. Every year, more than 20,000 husbands join their British wives.
As I got into my job, I understood the fact that I'm going to be independent, and people around me that are in a professional career as obviously paralegals and solicitors, as I saw them, I understood that I actually need to make something out of my life as well, rather than just working, calling my husband over and sitting at home, having kids and just, staying in the kitchen all day. That actually made me realise that I do not want a life what some of the women of my family have. Made me realise that I actually want to be a professional individual. I don't want to be a person just sitting at home.
A year later, when she was just 17, Samia got divorced and her husband never came to this country.
Being an Asian girl is just a matter of your family's respect, and I was too young to go against my family, but God was with me. It didn't work out and I got to get out of that, which I am really happy today.
Like 2/3 of Muslim women in Britain, Zahida also had an arranged marriage.
My dad and my husband's mother arranged our marriage. An arranged marriage is different to a forced marriage. With an arranged marriage, you say your parents take over and you think, well, this is good, but they don't force you into something that you're unhappy with. I just trusted his judgment, and I was only young at the time, and I trusted my mum's judgment, and I thought, well, they will make the right decision for me because I'm too young to make it anyway. But they did ask me, they said, is there anyone that you want to tell us about? Now's the time. But obviously there wasn't, because I was just interested in studying and just doing well at school.
Zahida and her husband are cousins. She was 18, he was 24, and they met for the first time at the airport.
And then a month later we got married. And we've been married 29 years now. It's worked for us, But I think the reason it's worked, he lets me be me, and he doesn't oppress me or suppress me in any way. I couldn't have done it without him. I know that for a fact.
Taslima also had an arranged marriage and came to Britain to join her husband as a 13-year-old newlywed, leaving her parents behind in Pakistan. She's in the middle of renovating her home in time for Ramadan and also in preparation for a very special visitor, her 75-year-old mother.
My mom gonna come. I decided to. My mom called over from Pakistan just to visit her 3-4 months, 12 weeks, something like that.
In the 45 years that Taslima's been in England, her mum has never come to visit.
Looking forward to that day. My mom gonna come over here. She want to see me and she want to see grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Yeah. Yeah.
But before she can come for the holy month of Ramadan, just 3 weeks away, Taslima's mum needs to get a visa. With over a third of visa applications from Pakistan refused last year, there's a big question mark over whether she'll be able to come.
She never see me how I live, how my life in this country. I was 13, and lots of life going mine, innit? And she never come.
This visit is important to them both. Taslima's only been back to Pakistan a handful of times. She wants everything to be perfect.
Brother, will you open this window for me, please? Go over there and open the window. Window, take leather, stay here, like that. And easier for you, brother, very easier. Thank you. Thank you, brother, thank you very much. I like
And builders have a knack for disappearing at the worst possible moment.
Thank you.
The water's been turned off, and now her Polish workman is going to get his car fixed.
You are still busy with the sink? With the sink?
Sink.
Okay. Please come, try.
Yeah, maybe 1 hour, yeah?
Don't take so long, please.
Sorry.
Please.
Sorry, my car no good.
Your car no good, my water no good.
Yeah.
No good, please help me, okay?
Sorry, yeah.
Try to come quickly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Oh, not again. You can't wash your hands. You can't drink the water. You can't make tea. You can't cook anything. You can't clean anything. You can't wash the dishes. Oh, I don't like this. I'm so bored.
But the builders are the least of Taslima's problems. More important is whether her mother will be able to come over for their long-awaited family reunion. Zahida made a conscious decision that her children would get the chances she didn't have when she was growing up.
That was one of the promises I made myself as a young woman, that my children would have a choice. I think it's very important to have a choice. But that was my issue, wasn't it really? It's not their issue. But I have given my children the choice.
Although Zahida did arrange her daughter Neelam's marriage, she still had a choice.
We gave Neelam the option and she said, there is no way, Mum, you're going to get me married back from Pakistan. She goes, no way.
Neelam wanted to marry a British Muslim.
I think I would have had a very different life. I don't think somebody from Pakistan would accept me as a working woman. I know that my foremost duty is as a wife, and I do that wife, daughter-in-law, one day mother. I know that, but you work openly with men, for example, because in Pakistan, I mean, I went...
Very segregated society,
very segregated,
isn't it?
but had I married somebody from Pakistan, I'm not sure they would be as understanding.
This family have seen big changes over 3 generations in Britain.
Concepts change, perceptions change, don't they? Times change. I think it's the English culture has actually rubbed off onto our culture, the Asian culture. I pick out the nice things from the English society and the nice things from the Asian culture and then just mix them, amalgamate them and come out with a nice recipe.
For Tasmia, her day of reckoning has arrived. It's her driving test.
It's a big day for me. I'm so nervous. I am. But I don't know. Somewhere I've got the feeling I'm going to pass.
Tasmia, if she holds the nerves, she should be okay. She's a young, intelligent girl. And hardworking as well.
I think I'm gonna get a car if I pass. Yeah, just a little one, maybe micro for now.
Would you like to have a bigger car after that?
Oh yeah, maybe Mercedes. If I could. That's what I'm dreaming about.
Assalamu alaikum. Come on, are you ready? This is the hard part. And then I'll worry about sometimes if they're going to bring my car back in one piece as well, or bits hanging off it.
Driving over the curb on the first corner isn't the ideal start to a driving test, but there's still time for Tasmia to turn things around. But taking her test is still a distant dream for Samia, despite having spent more than £1,000 on lessons over 18 months.
I'm not going to be a very good driver, I think. I'm bad, I get tired.
And she's already failed her theory test twice.
Check mirrors now, signal right.
Undaunted, she's set herself a target for passing her driving test in time for one of her best friend's weddings in a couple of months' time.
Fingers crossed I want to pass before that, because it's going to be quite a lot of travelling during that wedding as well, and I really need a car. By her wedding at least. Even though I'm not going to have a very nice one because it's going to be my first car. But Polo will do, it's alright. As long as it's not micro, I'm not bothered. I hate micros, absolutely hate them. Micro. They're ugly, man, cheers. My dream car is the BMW 1 Series, a black one. My uncle, he keeps saying to me, no, we're going to get you, your first car budget is £300. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, nothing underneath £2,000. Like, no way. I go, I'm willing to negotiate on £2,000. Go under that, I don't want a car. I go, I'd rather sit here past, not driving at all, than will drive a crappy car. I go, I've got a reputation to keep up.
But before she can buy the car of her dreams, Samia's got to get her driving right. And there are other things on her mind.
You have to be the more mature person to put up with things and get over it. Do you know what? Move on.
Samia hasn't been put off by her failed marriage, but next time she wants to do things differently.
If my mum looked for somebody, then it'd be, I would like to get to know them first before I'd even say, yes, I want to go ahead. I think I might stay over and just sneak out your house tonight. Like usually. We're good girls, we don't do that stuff.
With the optimism of youth, she's still looking for Mr. Right.
No man's perfect. I think if I got the perfect man, I would be the luckiest woman on earth. Hoping, fingers crossed, I do get the perfect man.
Zahida is still waiting for Tasmia to return from her test.
Oh my God, she's not back yet. And then if everybody else is back and yours isn't back, you start worrying. You think, is everything all right? You know, have they had an accident or?
It looks like it could take some time. Next week, Salma has to put the brakes on Imrana to get her through her test.
What is the speed here?
It is 30.
It isn't.
20.
It's 20, thank you.
Driving instructor Corsa is trying to save her wayward husband.
I was off it, I was clean. But the last few weeks, 4 or 5, I've gone off the rails again.
And Lynn is trying to learn from her pupil.
Why did you not learn at 17?
More at home and getting married, I think.
Just 12 when he was injured in a coalition missile attack, Ali Abbas is going back to Baghdad. His story on BBC One in 5 minutes. It's Newsnight next here on BBC Two, or there's Charlie Brooker's News Wipe on BBC Four.
You're distracted.